All right, this is my first video. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm not really a video person. I hosted a music video show back in the day. Did television. Just that's not my shit. You know what I'm saying? I did it. It was an interesting experience. You know what I'm saying? But I'm more of a reader. You know, my shit is for people who read. I'm doing the videos because a lot of people have hit me up and told me they don't have time. You know what I'm saying? People are busy. They're moving and grooving. They really don't have time to sit down and read. You know, stats. They're driving. They're doing a whole bunch of different things, and they just need the audio, so they pretty much know the gist of shit. So this is my first video, and I want to start out by saying this because a lot of people have what I do twisted. I'm not here to argue, debate your issue. I don't post for likes, or retweets. I just put out how I feel. If you feel it, that's cool. If you don't feel it, that's cool. Either way, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So I get a lot of people who hit me up, and they want to argue, they want to debate, they want to be contrary, and it's important for them to let me know they feel a certain way, and to those people, what I would suggest you do is just really unfriend, unfollow, block, whatever it is you need to do so that you can be okay, with what I post, because I'm not going to change what I do. Okay, I'm not going to change what I do. I'm not going to change my point of view, unless, of course, the evidence changes, But until then, it pretty much it pretty much is what it is. So you're just going to have to, accept that or step. Now, I want to start off today talking about the Women's March in Washington, D.C. that they had, and it also took place in several cities all over the country yesterday. I did not support the Women's March. I want to say that off tops. I didn't support it, and I posted stats going into detail about all the reasons that I did not support the march. The main reason I didn't support the march is because I know what the march is rooted in. It's a total ripoff, from the Million Women March that was held 20 years ago, that was put together by some sisters. So, that regardless of whatever else, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be the best thing since sliced bread, but that fact would keep me from supporting. So, off tops, that's why I didn't support the march. There are other reasons why I didn't support the march, primarily because I had a chance to experience white women and intersectionality in Ferguson, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. White women, they don't want to be held accountable, for their privilege, and they don't want black women, and other women of color talking about the ways that they are oppressed, when it comes to white supremacy, and the ways that even in working with white women against a mutual oppressor, being white men, that white women still exert privilege. So that's a huge part of the problem right there. So that's the second reason I didn't support the march. The third reason is because I really had a sneaky suspicion that this was more of Soros at work. Soros is how we ended up where we are, with this situation. Soros funded Black Lives Matter, which co-opted, the Ferguson movement. So I had a chance to witness all of this. I know how Soros works, how he moves, what happens as a result of dealing with him. And that's not a good look. That's not a good look if you're black and actually looking for change. a path to change, an avenue to change. If you believe that marching is the first step in mobilizing for change, it's not going to happen with George Soros funding the movement, any movement. I'm going to tell you that right now. We're 2 years after Ferguson, and we have no wins. No wins. No, we don't even have small victories. We have a lot of people who have had their lives destroyed. We had a lot of people who sold out. You know, they came up, they're making big money, they're the faces of these multi-million-dollar NGOs, nonprofit organizations, getting bankrolled by Soros, and there's been no justice. You know what I'm saying? There hasn't been any justice. None of the police officers, even those who were arrested, you know what I'm saying, they got off. You know, look at Freddie Gray, you look at Baltimore, you look at all the police officers that got, that had cases dismissed against them. You look at the case of the brother who got shot in the hallway, I think it was in New York, you know, by the Asian cop, who actually was convicted and then got probation. So, I mean, that's where we are 2 years after Ferguson, you know. So, knowing that the Women's March is funded by Soros, you know, who paid certain elements within the broader struggle for Black liberation to just thwart or stifle our progress, you know what I'm saying? And now you look at the fact that, okay, he's the guy that's bankrolling, you know, the Women's March. Will they be more successful? You know, is that what this is ultimately about? Him controlling, stifling our progress while using his billions to elevate white women? Time will tell. Time will tell. But we have to start thinking more strategically. We have to start thinking more strategically, and we have to get away from, you know, our movements being funded by those outside our community. So it's very important, you know what I'm saying, that you donate, that you contribute, you know, to real shit, you know, to real shit. You have to support the realness, you know, because that's really the only avenue we have is controlling our own destiny, you know, especially when it comes to getting the proper information out. You know, because should I talk about, nobody's talking about this. I mean, they may talk about a little bit, you know, they may stick their toe in the pool and see how they like the water or whatever. But when it comes to like really thoroughly breaking this shit down, these nonprofits, these allies, this Black misleadership class coalition, the Black clergy, the Democrats, you know, Obama, all of the people who work individually and in collusion, you know what I'm saying, to stifle our progress. Nobody else is talking about that. Nobody's talking about that. So you have to support real shit. And if you want to support me and my movement, you can go to handsupdon'tshoot.com/support, or you can check me out at www.sleepisthenewwoke.com. Peace.